Grandma will make today the best lasagna you ever seen. Today she's the chef, I'm just the helper, and Grandma is really gonna stun all of you with her beautiful lasagna made from scratch, of course, okay? As you can see, we got the pasta machine, we got the flour, we're gonna make the pasta, okay? Hello everyone, welcome in, and let's start with this gorgeous lasagna. Nonni, dici che facciamo oggi?
Buongiorno a tutti, sono felice di essere ancora qui con voi. Ho passato una bella giornata per il ringraziamento che non conoscevo, e quindi oggi è domenica, quindi di domenica la gente, la famiglia è riunita e mangia delle cose più buone fatte in casa, almeno spero fatte in casa dalla mamma, dalla nonna. Quindi oggi vi preparo una buonissima, gustosissima e favolosa lasagna all'italiana.
Okay, so today is Sunday, right? So it's the best day to eat some nice lasagna or some type of meal to that like your mom or your grandma could cook for you. It's just like a great time to cook and learn how to make a family meal, right? And today we're making lasagna from scratch, okay? Welcome everybody, stay tuned to learn how to make classic. She said she's gonna make the classic lasagna of today. Now there's many versions, there's the vegetarian lasagna, there's the fish lasagna, there's all kinds of lasagna. Today we make the famous one, the classic one, okay? So pay close attention. And da dove iniziamo?
Iniziamo dal ragù, che ci vuole un pochino di più tempo.
So we'll start from the ragu, from the meat sauce, okay? Meat sauce. So,
allora,
questi li puoi lavare se non ti piace. So this is the
sì.
flour for later. We're gonna make the pasta right in front of your eyes. Super easy recipe, and Grandma knows, her recipe is very easy, okay? Questo lo possiamo mettere qua in fondo magari, right? Now to make this easier, let's put it right here, just like that. So, we're gonna turn the heat on. Yes, we'll make a bechamel, Gina. I'm glad you all love lasagna. So,
cominciamo a fare il ragù, a mettere l'olio nella pentola.
So let's start by putting some oil in our pan, okay? Not too much, just a little bit, because we don't want it too greasy, because lasagna is very rich, because it got the, it got the bechamel, it got the ragu, with the meat.
Cipolla.
Now we're gonna put some white onion in there, okay? And the fact that the oil needs to be hot, it's a meat, okay? Especially for the sauce, it doesn't really matter, right?
Ragù, ragù, ragù. Carote.
These are some carrots.
Sedano.
And this is some celery. There you go. So this is the classic mirepoix. Let's put all that. No wastage.
Un pochino di aglio.
And that's some garlic. Okay. So this is the classic mirepoix recipe. The triad, of carrot, celery, and onion, and of course the garlic. It's sofrito, yes, exactly. There you go. The smell is already fantastic. As you can see, it starts sizzling very, very fast. Voila. Ok. Adesso che fa? Chiso?
No, mica è abbastanza.
Voilà.
Facciamo rosolare un pochino questi ingredienti.
We're gonna make this roast like brown just a little bit, to get all the flavor out. We're not in a hurry. This is an important step, ok? Che non siamo di fretta oggi, capito? Non c'è nessuna fretta.
No.
Le cose che vogliamo fare fatte bene per loro e farceli vedere. So, really have this get brown, and take all of that flavor out.
Quindi si fa rosolare la cipolla, l'aglio e la carota e il sedano.
All these three ingredients and the garlic, you get them nice and golden brown. Very important to really get all the flavor out.
Ragù classico italiano.
Classic Italian ragu. Welcome everyone. Thanks for coming to watch us. Today we're making, I'm not making anything. I'm just watching. Grandma is gonna make and show us the Italian traditional lasagna made from scratch, okay? Very, very important. Aspetta, non c'è effetto. E questo quando lo mettiamo? So we have a fresh peperoncino. You can use the one that's like in powder or in just like crushed. Okay, so it doesn't really matter. It's just to give a little bit of the spiciness. And we're gonna put this just about a little bit later. Okay, we really want this to get nice and brown and like kind of like get all the flavor. Because I don't know I don't know if you knew, but the fats like oil, everything that has fat basically is a conveyor of flavor, right? So that's why you want to make sure that you really do your things in the oil. You let them roast nicely, because they're gonna release all the flavor in the oil, right? And then the oil that goes in your food is gonna give flavor to everything. Okay, very important. Okay, wow. So we have this on high heat, okay?
Secondo me potrebbe essere già.
So Grandma's saying it's about ready. Un minutino. There you go. Look at those colors, guys. They almost I just realized they almost like the Italian colors, They're a little bit pale, but if you see, there's the white, the orange, they're supposed to be red, and the light green, they're supposed to be dark green. That's very funny. I just realized that. Ok, non c'è effetto. Chiedili qualcosa. So she's very happy that she's still here. We're gonna do at least 2-3 more lives before she leaves. So unfortunately, you gotta make sure you stay tuned, because Grandma, she cannot stay here forever, unfortunately, even though I wish. But, so make sure, we're gonna make it count, okay? And then I'll make everything I can to bring her back as soon as possible. Vuoi tornare tu qua, giusto?
Sì, come no?
She wanna come back.
Un altro anno ritorno, se Dio mi dà la fortuna di campare ancora.
She said God wants it, and she lived to come back, maybe next year or some months next year, hopefully. Yeah, I'm sure she.
Voi l'avete fatto le lasagne?
Have you ever made lasagna? She's asking.
Così tradizionali, così fatte proprio a casa, diciamo, senza comprare niente.
Without buying anything, from scratch, right?
Le lasagne confezionate o.
So if you never made them, you have to make sure you watch us now, because we're about to make it, okay? Io dico che sono buoni.
Sì.
Ok, look at that. Look at that. Now they're nice.
È già pronto per aggiungere la carne.
So they're nice and colored, but they are not crispy, okay? They're not weirdly burned. Facci vedere la carne. Okay, so we're using ground beef here. You want to get the leanest ground beef you can. And we're gonna put all the ground beef right in there. Just like so. So this is about 2 pounds. Okay, if you want to make a casserole, that's about how much you need. If you make a tall casserole, nice, for your family. But if you if you're just 2 people of you and you just want to do a quick, a smaller thing, just use 1 pound and use a smaller casserole, right? Okay.
Peperoncino intero.
She's gonna put it whole, and then we're gonna take it out if you want, right? But even if some people leave it, we're not afraid to leave it.
Abbassa un pochino il fuoco, poco. La pizza un pochino.
Okay. Yes, Evelyn, Grandma is Sicilian. She's Sicilian. She's from the south of Sicily, the south of the south. From her hometown, you can watch on a clear day. From her hometown, you can watch Africa. You can watch Tunisia.
Un po' di sale.
So we're now gonna put a little bit of salt. Okay.
E un po'
And some pepper.
di pepe.
Okay, now be light with your seasoning because there's always time to add the seasoning, right? You know.
Ok.
Wow.
Giriamo.
Wow. Oh my goodness, that's looking so good. Wow. So, dimmi. She's saying it's hot. So basically, as you can see, she's mixing now right away, and that's what you want to do too, while the meat is starting to cook. Because once the meat is cooked, if you didn't like do this method that she's doing to divide in little chunks, you're gonna get left with big chunks, and it's gonna be nasty. It's not gonna be, you're gonna have a hard time, separating all those chunks of meat. It's not gonna be nice. So make sure that you do this, so all, you get very little grains of meat that will melt in the sauce very nicely. Hello everyone, hello everyone. Thanks for joining in today. Just to recap real fast, Grandma will show us how to make real classic Italian traditional lasagna. We're making it from scratch. Now we want to show you that, but you can, if that's not your thing, you can buy your jarred sauce and the other the pre-made lasagna. Not like the pasta of lasagna, of course, and then you can just make it, okay? But this is how you make it from scratch, okay? So, as you can see, even though this was ground beef, lean, it was very lean, we still got a little bit of the fat, right? Now, most of you might be tempted to take and drain all the fat, but don't, because that's where all the flavor is. This is the little bit of the oil that we use for the sofrito, and also all the nice beef tallow of the meat. So this is all good stuff that you want to keep in your lasagna to make the sauce tender. Also, otherwise, your meat is gonna get dry. Okay, and now we're gonna add the sauce. Okay. There you go. So as you can see, we have here our sauce. We made this with the little tomatoes, the cherry tomatoes. Ok, então. Ci metti tutto, Okay, so I just gave it to Grandma because I want her to do everything herself today. There's some nice tomato sauce. There you go. So, whoa. This was about 2.5 packs of cherry tomatoes and 1 big tomato, just like that. Put all in there and scrape. There we go. That's looking good. Look at that golden color. Now we're gonna let this go. Quanto lo facciamo cuocere questo? Un pochino, no?
Sì, in 20 minuti. Intanto che facciamo la pasta e tutto,
So,
questo lo facciamo cuocere. Questo adesso lo facciamo cuocere un po' che si stringe e intanto prepariamo la pasta, le
So
lasagne.
these we're gonna let this cook with the sauce because it gotta kind of dry up a little bit of the sauce, the meat and the flavor. They gotta melt together and combine with the sauce and the meat, or just a little bit, okay? And that's it, guys. Look at that. Wow, fammi vedere. Ooh, look at this. That's what I'm talking about. That's what makes a good lasagna, guys. A good sauce. Just like that. Wow, wow, wow. You see all the fresh tomatoes. Make it nice and reduce and cook with all the aromas. If that's your thing, you can add some bay leaves or some cloves, but we're gonna keep it classic. Wow, oh my goodness. I can't stop stirring this. This is looking so good.
Anche le lasagne vegetariane sono buonissime, con le verdure grigliate, tipo melanzana, zucchina, peperone, la verdura che piace più a voi.
So she's saying even a vegetarian lasagna is good, but today we're showing the classic lasagna, okay? So let's put it, we're gonna put this on the side because now we're gonna make the pasta from scratch, okay? Grandma's recipe. Huh?
Spegniamo?
See, oh yeah, sorry, I left my little fire tornado on for some reason. There you go. Okay, so we don't need this round because I have the stove back there. So, okay, so it's time to make the pasta. Let's make the pasta. There you go. Let's get everything nice and clean. And we got some all-purpose flour right there. And we got, yes, pasta from scratch too, Gina, of course.
La ricetta per fare le lasagne è ogni 100 grammi di farina un uovo.
So grandma's recipes for making the pasta and especially the lasagna, because depending what kind of pasta, you might want to use more or less eggs, you know. For the lasagna pasta recipe, every 100 grams of flour, which is about 3.5 ounces of flour, you're gonna use 1 whole egg, okay, that we got in here cracked. And if you wanna do a very, very professional pasta, but that's, you know, it's gonna be a little bit expensive because it requires a lot of eggs. It's just an egg yolk pasta, and every pound of flour, you're gonna need about 12 to 13 ounces of egg yolk, okay? So that's a lot of egg yolk, but it's a very good pasta, okay? Just with egg yolk, not with egg whites. Now, we got the flour.
Mettiamo un po' di sale.
Okay, so grandma is saying let's start by putting the salt in the flour. A little bit of salt in the flour. There you go.
Nel sugo mettiamo anche il basilico.
So in the sauce, in a little bit, we're gonna put the basil dopo. Ce lo mettiamo.
Vabbè, questo sì, no, quello dopo.
Oh, so that's
questo
right.
prende profumo.
So grandma has a special way of making her sauce because she puts half of the basil right at the start, so all the flavor gets all in the sauce, and you get the cooked basil flavor, and then she puts towards the end the remaining basil, so you get also the fresh basil flavor. Huh? Okay, I'm gonna put these right there.
Allora.
Voila! So just give it a nice stir. Ti serve un contenitore grande? Cosa? Facciamo la fontanella, dai.
Sì.
Togliamo il tagliere, ce la fa. Metti la farina qua, vabbè.
No, per ora qua,
Okay,
dopo
okay.
la metto là, poi ci do l'ultima.
There you go. So we got the flour and the eggs all in there. And we're gonna stir it the best we can with a spatula, just a little bit. But of course, we'll have to finish this by hand, okay? Absolutely, you cannot cheat this. If you have like a canned food, you can make it on the canned food. But you know, the pasta made by hand, it's just different, guys. Voila. Thanks everyone for coming in, to staying tuned. Today, Grandma is showing you the best classic traditional lasagna. If you have any question, please don't hesitate to ask any question. I will try and answer each one of the questions, you know, in order, of course, but we'll get all the questions answered. Absolutely. Remember, this is live, so you know we're not faking anything. Everything is right in front of your eyes, and this is the real recipe that you're witnessing here. the grandma is made. I don't want to tell you how old is she, but you know, she's lived quite a bit, many more years more than me, so she knows about lasagna and pasta. There you go. Okay. So now that we work with this, because basically we kind of give it like a quick stir in this, so the flour will not go everywhere over there, because we want to use a cardboard, you know, just to be like, you know, nice, but you can definitely use your counter as well. So Gina, we'll talk about that later, and Kathleen, we are using just all-purpose flour. Now there's many different types of flour you can use. I recommend the durum wet, semolina, or you can use just all-purpose flour. You know, just make sure it's like organic, and they will both give you a good result, actually.
Devi dire pure che secondo la farina, l'assorbimento della farina, eventualmente si può aggiungere qualche altro uovo.
Certo. So grandma says something that's very, very professional right now, which is obvious for some reason, but it's very professional. So the recipes are for the people that make recipes. They make it with the ingredients they use, the technique they use. So let's say you are in another place and you buy a different type of flour. If the flour will absorb more and you might need 1 egg more, like don't be afraid to say, oh, the recipe only says 5. Okay, so because if your flour has been preserved in some kind of way by the manufacturer, and it absorbs more because it was drier, make sure that you add 1 more, you know.
Se no si inumidisce con un po' di acqua. Ci mette un po' di acqua.
If not, you can also just, you know, some water. But we'll start. We'll see.
Infatti è dura.
So she's saying she's feeling it dry. Quindi aggiungiamo un ovetto ancora, giusto?
Sì.
Ok. We'll grab 1 more egg. Today we're going all in. We're using even organic eggs. Just like that. Boom. Voila. And that should do the trick. You see, grandma knew it. Grandma knew it. She needed some egg. Even before. Look at this. Yes, Lisa, we are gonna use the pasta maker. You can of course use just a rolling pin, but if you have a pasta maker, you know, it's much quicker and, you know, it'll just make a more even result. But, you know, we would have done it even with a rolling pin. There's no big deal about that. Ok, e ti stancaste di continuare?
Lo sa che è pusa.
Se vuoi continuare, ah?
No, aspetta un attimo.
Okay, so grandma, you know, I don't wanna put her out on the spot like that, but you know, she's been cooking and cleaning and doing lots of stuff in her life. So her wrist, then you know, she's really putting effort into this. We'll see how much more she can make the dough. If not, I'll help her. Okay.
Grammar ha poca forza adesso.
Grandma
non è più giovanotta.
That's not true, because she actually has so much strength for people her same age. Again, I can't tell you how old she is, but oh my goodness. Let's go, Ryan. Thank you, Ryan, for tuning in, bro. You're the best. Guys, if you like easy recipes, go watch on Ryan our page. My friend that just joined in. He's a chef like me, and his friends cook delicious recipes as well. So make sure if you like my recipe, go check out his recipes. Voila. Ti dicono che sei brava, nonni, ma certo che sei brava.
Un tempo ero giovane e forte.
So this has enough hydration, right? It's pretty, you know, that's the tricky part about pasta, because you're not making bread, right? We're making pasta. So the pasta is like, you know, it has enough hydration for this. You just need to like knead it up quite a bunch.
Dacci tutto.
No, yeah, okay. So time for a switch. We got a new player on the field. Let's see.
C'ho un bravo aiutante che mi dà 2 colpi fermi.
Here, I'm gonna cheat, and sorry about that. I'm gonna use the calendar. The calendar is of course clean. I'll make it easy. So this is the technique I use. You see, we press it like this, and then like we turn this way. So it's like we're doing like the Campbell motion, you know, like an industrial machine. That's what kind of the hook of the machine does. So we do it like this, and this is the best way to knead everything, because you kind of do not overheat the dough, right? Because if you make too many movements, you overheat the dough, and it will just stress it for no reason. So, you know, you just want to do this movement. Okay, and it's gonna be hard, but guys, you gotta understand, this is pasta, is not bread, okay? So Lisa makes her lasagna with ground mushroom. Now you can definitely do that, and that is of course not the classic recipes, but absolutely, you know, if you like mushrooms and you like lasagna, why not? Of course, you know. As you can see, the pasta here, you know, it's very stressed, this dough, but that doesn't matter as of now. What matters if it is nice, you know, and kneaded all together, that all the eggs are incorporated, just like that. As you can see, it's getting nice and smoother time by time, and we're about done, okay? Just about 30 seconds more, we should be done. Because of course, we do not want to overstress the dough. See, just like that. Boom. Look at that, it's getting nice and smooth. Here, I say we're done.
Prendo della carta forno
Che
da
dici,
mettere
amico?
sotto per metterci.
She's gonna tell us though. Com'è, pronta?
Sì, ora fai a
You see,
se-
you want this nice and hard, okay? See, I can even stretch it. It's not bread, remember. It's pasta. Okay, there you go. So grandma is saying, now we make a bowl. Ok?
Prendi della carta.
Vai avanti tu. Spiegaci che facciamo. So after we got everything clean over here, Rama's gonna show you what we do. Carta forno hai detto?
Sì, la mettiamo sopra la carta forno.
Carta forno o pellicola?
Cosa è meglio, carta
Ma
forno?
per fare che? Per farmi posare?
Sì, intanto che tiriamo un pezzetto.
Spiegaci. So we're cutting little by little, okay? We're making little pieces right here.
Prima si stendeva a mano, adesso abbiamo, la tecnologia è avanzata, abbiamo la macchina.
So she's saying first you used to use the rolling pin, but now that we got the machines here, you know, we can just use that. And unfortunately though, we're gonna have a hard time with the
Non farà
machine.
bruciare su, giralo.
Ooh, the sauce, guys. The sauce is looking so good. Let me give you a quick peek at this sauce. Check this out. Look at this beautiful color and richness. All the meat is nice and tender. The vegetable melted in there. I can even see them. I can just see a little bit of the garlic. Wow, guys. So incredibly easy. And Grandma is saying this has to reduce a little bit more, okay? Voila. Always listen to Grandma, huh? Even when she's wrong. She's right today, of course, but I'm saying in general, you know.
Leviamo questo, Lorenzo.
Okay, so we're gonna get rid of these because now we're gonna need a big surface, you know, to like lay all the pasta. Voila.
Allora.
Okay. So this is the machine. Now, unfortunately, this piece that goes right here and it hooks to your counter, it doesn't, I can my counter is too tall, so I can't put it, right? So, but just to show you how the machine works, I'm gonna, we're gonna do a team effort.
Numero 2, numero 3, metti 3, 2 e 1, facciamo 3 volte.
So number 3. No, I need. So these numbers go by reverse. So we start with the higher one. In this case, in yours, it could be the first one. Okay.
Gira.
And slowly but surely, very colorful. Slowly but surely, all this pasta is coming. It's gonna be nice.
Ancora, facciamo il 3 ancora.
So now we're gonna do like 4. Okay.
Dai.
Okay, and grandma is now gonna say,
Adesso facciamo il
questo è buono? Facciamo 4, facciamo 3 o 2?
No, il 2, il 2.
Facciamo il
un po' più fine e basta, invece che arrivare all'uno non ci arriviamo.
So she's saying we do not need to get to the smallest one. As you can see, this is pretty thin already. But grandma is saying that after 4, she want to go by number 2, but number 1 is
Hai messo 2?
safe. Now every machine is different. We actually never use this machine right here. Okay, she has her own in Italy, so all machines are different. The numbers could be different, but that looks fantastic. Com'è? Troppo sottile o no?
No, va bene. E dov'è la carta?
Okay, so now we're gonna put this to rest, and grandma asked me for some parchment paper, so let me get some parchment paper for her.
O se no un po' di farina, allora metti un po' di farina,
Okay,
anche un po' di farina puoi mettere.
so just tiriamoci sto tagliere qua. So just grab some parchment paper, just like that. Voila. And we put the lasagna on top. There you go, just like that. Voila.
3,
So,
io non ho via, mettilo un po'.
facciamo 7, 4 e 2.
No, uguale a chi dà.
Sì, 7, 4 e 2. There you go.
Vai.
Fantastic. You see, with this machine, it's very, very effortlessly if you can actually let it to hook on your counter, Because you can do it by yourself. Now that I can't hook it, I'm needing grandma help. There you go. You see how easy it is? You can use the rolling pin, of course, but...
Vai.
Hey,
Che numero è?
2.
Ok.
Look at that. We're doing nice and thin.
Aspetta.
So we can do our layers. So you see what grandma's making sure it does not stick. And if it's sticky, you don't want to bother, just put the rest in the piece that you're about to roll and just, there you go. Just on bar.
È uguale a chi dà di...
This is the butterless lasagna, guys. The butterless lasagna.
Non lo fare pigliare però.
Just... Voila, nice and flat.
Okay.
There you go.
Andiamo.
So this is the machine. Now, unfortunately, this piece that goes right here and it hooks to your counter, it doesn't, my counter is too tall, so I can't pull it, right? So, but just to show you how the machine works, we're gonna do a team effort.
Numero 3, metti 3, 2 e 1, facciamo 3 volte.
Sai quello che fai, no?
Certo che
Of course.
sempre fatto.
So number
Le
3.
lasagne sono una cosa che una nasce già.
So these numbers go by
Deve
reverse.
mangiare le
So we start with the higher one. In this case, in yours, it could be
I made a mistake. Since I, oh, okay. Since I
it could be the first one.
This kind of,
Okay.
we don't want it to fold on itself, right?
Slowly but surely. Very comfortable. Slowly but surely, all this pasta is coming. You know, it's gonna be nice.
No,
So now we're gonna do like four.
Wow, that's long. So we're gonna cut
Okay.
it out. Now it's the time to use scissors.
Okay, and grandma is now gonna say.
Adesso facciamo il
Questo è
Use the scissors
buono.
and cut the
Facciamo
lasagna.
4, facciamo 3 o 2.
And we put another layer of parchment.
basta, invece che arriva la luna non ci arriviamo.
So she's saying we do not need to get to the smallest one. As you can see, this is pretty clean already. But grandma is saying that after 4, she want to go by number
We
2.
don't want this to
The
dry.
number 1
already,
is.
Messo a due.
Sì.
Like this is not dry pasta, it's fresh pasta.
Now every machine is different. We actually
It's
never
just too
use
big
this
for
machine
the-
right
for the
here.
thing.
Okay.
Vedi che la stiamo
I
facendo
mean,
più
she has her own in Italy, so all machines are different. The numbers could be
She's saying we
different. But that
want
looks
to cut it to the
fantastic.
shape that we
Non è
need
troppo
later.
sottile, no?
For now, we
dove
just
la
need
carta?
to roll the
Okay, so
roll.
now
So-
we're
so
gonna
it's-
put
it's a faster
this
process.
to rest. And grandma asked me for some parchment paper, so let me get some parchment paper for her.
No, si spappola.
So I made a terrible mistake.
I didn't put it in 7.
O se no un po' di farina, allora
Okay.
metti un po' di farina,
Okay,
anche un po' di farina puoi mettere.
so just now she's the
Gina is right, guys. I wear gloves because every time I don't, you guys tell me, oh my
You
god.
just grab some parchment
You
paper.
should wash your hands, you should wear gloves. No
Voila.
contamination B. I just wear gloves.
We put the lasagna on top. There you go, just like that.
Voila.
Wow.
Tre.
Even Gordon Ramsay wears gloves, huh?
So,
There's a reason.
facciamo 7,
I actually
4.
worked in a place. I couldn't even
Sì,
believe it
sette,
when I
quattro.
first saw it. I worked in a place where
There you
if they saw you without your gloves in the kitchen, you will get fined. Look at me, look at
Fantastic.
me. You will get fined $10.
You see with this machine is very, very effortless. If you can actually let it to hook on your counter.
That's a
you
lot
know?
for work. Like more than half an hour.
Because you can do it by yourself. Now that I can't hook it, I'm needing grandma help. There you go. You see how easy it is? You can use the rolling pin, of
We're
course.
down to the
too.
last few pieces.
Che numero è?
2.
Ok.
Look at that. We're doing nice and thin.
Aspetta.
So we can do our layers. So you see what grandma's making sure it does not stick. You know, and if it's sticky, you don't want to bother. You know, just put the rest in the piece that you're about to roll, and just there you go. You know? Just on bar.
So easy. Oh,
This is the butterless lasagna, guys. The butterless lasagna.
Voila.
Non lo fa ritirare però.
Effortless.
Voila, nice and flat. Okay.
And now we go.
This is the machine. Now, unfortunately,
Have a couple more.
this piece that goes right here and it hooks to your counter, it doesn't, I can, my counter is too tall, so I can't put it, right? So, but just to show you how the machine works, I'm gonna, you know, we're gonna do a team effort.
Due perché metti 3, 2 e 1, facciamo 3 1.
Sai quello che fai, no?
Certo che
Of course.
sempre fatto.
So number
Le
3.
lasagne sono una cosa che una nasce già.
So these numbers go by reverse. So we start with the higher one. In this case, in yours it could be
I made a mistake. Oh, okay. Since
it could
I
be
got my
the
hands
first
on,
one.
this kind of,
Okay.
we don't want it to fold on itself, right?
Slowly but surely.
Just take a look at these guys. Slowly but surely, all this pasta is coming. You know, it's gonna be nice. So now we're gonna do like four.
Okay, this is the last one, alright? That's long. So we're gonna cut it in half. And thanks everyone, we just don't need Grandma today showing you, as you can see of course from here, the actual
Grandma is now gonna say,
Adesso facciamo il
scissors and cut the lasagna. And we put another layer of pasta. Grandma's giving me a point.
so she's saying we do not need to get to the smallest one. As you can see, this is pretty clean already. But Grandma is saying that after 4, she want to go by number 2.
We don't want this to dry.
Number 1 piece.
Like this is not dry pasta, it's fresh pasta.
Now every machine is different. We actually never use this machine right here. She has her own guys, all machines are different. The number 2
She's saying we
but that was
cut it to
fantastic.
the shape that we need. For now, we just need to roll the.
Okay, so now we're gonna put
it's a faster
this
process.
to rest. And Grandma asked me for some parchment paper, so let me grab some parchment paper for her.
No, si spappola.
Genova sauce.
So
What is that? Is that like pesto?
And then put it in seven.
Pesto genovese?
O se no un po' di farina, allora
Sauce. I think you mean
metti un
pesto.
po' di farina,
And now here's the last one. This is the last piece
anche un
of
po' di farina puoi
lasagna.
mettere.
So just now she's putting it.
Gina is right, guys. I work cross because every time I don't, you just tell me.
Just grab some parchment paper, wash your hands, voila.
And just
We put the lasagna on top.
And you just, you can use
Sì,
jar
just
sauce
like
if
that.
you want. Just put the meat and make a sofrito.
Voila.
You can make it by the best. When Gordon Ramsay was well, huh?
Oh. Facciamo 7,
I actually
4.
worked in a place. I couldn't even down. I worked in a place where
There you go.
if they
Saw you without your gloves in the kitchen, you will get fined. Look at me, look at me.
you will get fined $10.
See, with this machine is very, very effortless. If you can actually let it to hook on your counter.
That's a lot for work. Like more than half an hour.
Because you can do it by yourself. Now that I can't hook it, I'm needing Grandma help.
Anyway.
See how easy it is? You can use the rolling pin of
Down to the
course.
last few pieces.
Do it. Look at that. We're doing nice and thin.
Aspetta.
We can do our layers. So you see what grandma's making sure it does not stick. You know, and if it's sticky, you don't want to bother. You know, just put the rest in the piece that you're about to roll, and just
the right technique, but it's super
there you go.
And this is where we'll make our lasagna.
Bar.
So easy.
This is the butterless lasagna, guys. The butterless lasagna.
Okay. Voila. Got here. Meal. Effortless.
Voila, nice and flat. Okay.
And now we go.
This is the machine. Now, unfortunately, this piece that goes right here and it hooks to your counter, it doesn't, my counter is too tall, so I can't put it, right? So, but just to show you how the machine works, we're gonna do a team effort. Of course. So number 3. So these numbers go by reverse. So we start with the higher one. In this case, in yours it could be the first one. Okay.
We don't want it to fold on itself, right?
Slowly but surely.
Just take a look at these guys.
Slowly but surely, all this pasta is coming. You know, it's gonna be nice.
No,
So now we're gonna do like four.
Okay, this is the last one, right? That's long. So we're gonna cut it in half. And thanks everyone, we just do need and Rama today showing you, as you can see of course from here, the
Okay,
actual
Rama is now gonna say
Adesso facciamo il
and we put another layer of Rama's giving me a point.
so. She's saying we do not need to get to the smaller one. As you can see, this is pretty clean already. But Rama is saying that after four, she wanna go by number
We don't
two.
want this to dry.
And number one is like this, not dry pasta, it's fresh pasta. Now, hammer machine is different. We actually never use this machine right here. Okay. She has her own windows, her own machines are different.
She's saying we
But that one's
cut the shape that we For now, we just need to roll the.
Okay, so now we're gonna put
it's a faster
this
process.
to rest. And Grandma asked me for some parchment papers. I'll be ready some parchment papers.
You gotta check this out. Look at this delicious Gino and sauce. So I mean, pesto.
Put in seven.
O se no un po' di farina, non è.
The medium in
Metti un po' di farina.
nice rich fat. Now here's the last one. The last piece. All lasagna and all the flavors, the aroma, the taste of the sauce. You can see the sauce.
Gina is right, guys. Our process, every time I don't just tell me, I just grab some parchment papers, wash your hands, voila.
I look at the
Lasagna on top.
and you just, you can use
Just like that.
just put the meat. Now Rama has the butter and she has you can right there.
Gordon rice here as well, huh?
And she's
Facciamo 7,
I actually
4.
worked in a place. I couldn't even I worked in a place where if they saw you without your gloves in the kitchen, you will get fined. Look at me, look at me. You will get fined $10.
See, with this machine is very, very comfortable. So if you can actually let it to hook on your counter.
That's a lot of work. Like more than half an hour.
Because you can do it by yourself. Now that I can't hook it, I'm needing grandma help. Yeah, but see how easy it is? You can use the wrong thing.
Down to the last few pieces.
Hey.
Getting like completely absorbed in an instant. That's because the flour that we put here, is now getting, absorbing everything. Okay. So little by little, add the, add the milk. Facci una cosa. Facci una bella frustata. There you go. Just like that. This is a nice bechamel sauce. It's just 4 ingredients, guys. Okay, it's just 4 ingredients plus salt and pepper. It cannot be easier than this. Okay. Now we have this on high heat. Now the only mistake I just made now, this milk is room temperature. Okay. Ideally you want your milk to be warm. Okay. Oh, let me give you a grandma. Grandma's really getting tired after pasta and bechamel and stir everything, but she's a warrior. She keeps, she doesn't care. Bye. See, pasta. So slowly by slowly, as you can see, you want the consistency to be always the same, you see? You want the consistency to change gradually with you. Okay, you don't want to have parts of your sauce. There are one consistency and one the other. See, you want to achieve one consistency, and now you want to, and now you want to change the consistency by adding some milk, just like that. My. Grandma said in Sicily and she can feel her arms.
Che bella la giovinezza, godetevela.
She's saying, enjoy your youth, enjoy your youth. There you go. You see how easy this is? Just a little bit of stirring. And you see how I'm stirring? This is because, I'm a professional cook and Grandma is a home cook, She's way better than me, of course, but I got the technique. You see how I'm stirring? If you look at my wrist, I'm just using my wrist to stir. You see how my arm over here is not moving too much? That's what I'm doing, you see? And this is the way not to get tired and keep stirring for hours. And sometimes you have to learn it the hard way, like I do. Because when you have to make like 150 pounds of pastry cream, and the moment you put the eggs in, it's getting thick and you gotta stir. Oh my God, that's you'll learn. There you go. Vai, mettilo tutto. There you go. As you can see, now we reach a smooth consistency. Now is the time we want to make sure that we scrape all on the sides, because the whisk might not have reached that, okay? And we just want to let this cook for just about a minute, okay? We don't want to reduce this down. We just want to have this, to get to a boil, and that's it. And now Grandma was getting the best ingredient, the secret ingredients. There's some ground nutmeg, it's very important. Metti.
Dimmi tu.
A posto. So this is very potent, so we do not need too much. That's a great quantity. Dopo che bolle. E some pepper. We gotta put in for the pepper, che non ce l'abbiamo messo. We want to put some pepper. Freshly ground, of course, so all the flavor does not get, in the air. So just like that. And once this boils, you can see this boiling already. That's gonna be ready and perfect for our usage, okay? Once this boils, aspetta. Turn the heat off, and we now add a little bit of parm. Look what Grandma has here, some freshly grated parm. Ideally, you want to get it grated even finer, but it should be fine. There you go. And this is just a little bit here for flavor, you see? Little by little, and this is the bechamel for the sun. Un'altra non ce l'hanno più. As you can see, we have a great, rich bechamel that's nice, cheesy, and tasty. Perfect to make our lasagna, which we're gonna do right now. There you go, fantastic. Voila, there you go. Our bechamel is cooked. Gina is right. She's saying you have to make sure the flour is cooked or it tastes raw. Okay, that's why you want to bring it to a boil, because that's the jellification point of the starch, and that's when the protein is cooked. Okay, so absolutely. And now our ragu is ready. Everything is ready. We are just ready to make our beautiful lasagna. Okay, now the first thing that you want to do, while we set everything, okay, is we're going to take some plastic wrap and cover these up, okay? Let's cover these up so we don't get like the film on top, And when we need it, we're going to lift it, and just grab it from the side, okay? Now, if this has cooled down completely, it doesn't matter, okay? But since it's hot, we gotta do this procedure. Because ideally, you wanna have this, like this, cool down and be perfect. Aspetta, bro, facci vedere.
Lo apro un attimo.
Okay, and that's it, guys. So let me grab this, because I don't want, my counter to get wrecked by the heat. So we put it right there down. And we are ready to compose our lasagna. We got the bechamel. We now got the ragu. We got the fresh mozzarella. We got a little bit of the basil. Questo lo mettiamo nel ragu?
No, lì, man mano che facciamo gli
And we got a little bit of fresh parm, okay? Those are the ingredients of our mozzarella. Just like that. Now, let me give you just a quick pass down here. Boom. Make sure we got all the space we need. Voila. Okay, let's grab the ragu. Ma la pasta non la maccoci o la maccoci? No? Sicura?
Sì.
Okay. Fantastic. Now it's the time to take this pepper off, because it's been, it's been releasing all the flavor so far, just like that.
Mi raccomando, non ci mettere tutto liquido,
Di che?
Lo devi colare un po' quando
Ah,
metti
me lo
una
dicevi
cosa,
prima.
perché è troppo. No, nel senso...
No, va bene, mettici tutto questo. Wow. All right, so this is our 13 by 9. The ragu, the bechamel. Okay, so how we should do it? Let's do like this, like this. Oh, so this is a whole mozzarella, so we're gonna have to cut it. Oh, there you go, Grandma. Cut the mozzarella. Just
Faccio
like that.
tocchettini, eh?
Sì, come dici te. So one thing that's important to know is if you're making your lasagna, la pasta from scratch, the lasagna dough from scratch, you will not need to boil it, right? So that saves you a lot of time, for example. Because otherwise, if you get the, it's about the same time. Because the time that it takes for the pasta water to boil, for you to throw the pasta, wait for the pasta, let the pasta cool, that's about the same time it would take to make the dough, So at this point, just make it from scratch, because you don't even need to boil it and it tastes better, right? Makes sense. Fantastic. So we're gonna cut it in cubes, and we are just about ready for our lasagna. I wanna make sure, yes, we're gonna organize ourselves as smooth as we can to show you guys, but we have frame limits. We'll see. Just like that. Voila, look at that. Grandma action of mozzarella. There you go. And just like that, guys, as you can see, in just a little bit, with the help of a family friend, and it's just a fun time to do, We're having hella fun here. We're just making lasagna. We're gonna eat good. It's gonna be great. You see, it doesn't take so much effort, right?
Io la mozzarella l'ho tagliata a tocchettini, ma si può anche mettere a fettine.
Okay, you can also put it in
A
slices.
piacere loro.
Mettiamola qua che occupiamo meno spazio.
Sì.
Let's put it right here so you guys can see a little bit better. There you go. So,
Allora,
this is how it's gonna go down. Check this out.
allora.
We got our pan here in the center. We got the bechamel over there.
In fondo, sì, c'è sotto. C'è sotto. Ah, la
We
salsa.
got the ragu right here. Okay. Look at this gorgeousness. Oh my goodness. I can't stop looking at it. Okay, and we got the pasta. And we got mozzarella and cheese and a little bit of basil. Okay, make sure you get a peek of all the ingredients, because that's exactly how you make lasagna.
Al fondo mettiamo un pochino di ragù e un pochino di besciamella.
So in the bottom of your lasagna, you wanna put
Dammi un altro
sì, tocca.
per la besciamella.
You wanna put a little bit of the ragu and a little bit of the bechamel, okay? All right. Just a little bit. You don't want to make a full layer, okay? It's just a little bit. Voila. And you want to mix it a little bit. Now, there's many styles of lasagna. There's people who do like the layers, and there's people who don't do the layers, right? It just depends. Okay, now we got the first layer of the lasagna done. It's time for our pasta, okay? So we have a Caesar here, you know, and it doesn't matter if they're the same size or whatever. It doesn't. Okay, it doesn't really matter. Just you know, because we're gonna cut it. You know, you see how we're doing? We're putting it right there. And as you can see, I can do it myself, you know, without anyone help. Just like hold and put it right there, you see? Just like that.
Taglia.
So, non facciamo doppio però.
No. Questi
Okay.
due metto.
There you go. And this is the first layer of lasagna, okay? Now we got a nice layer of ragu. There you go. Look at that. So now it's time to add the other ingredients, okay? We're gonna add a little bit of the parm on this layer here. And cos'è il basilico, mozzarella, giusto?
Sì.
And the mozzarella. There you go. Now it's important you add mozzarella because the mozzarella will release water and it will help cook the pasta, okay? So put the mozzarella, otherwise you have to boil your pasta because it will not cook. And a little bit of that basil. Wow. Who's getting hungry, guys? Who's getting hungry for Nonna's lasagna? I sure am. Yes, the noodles will bake while this is cooking.
Dammi che taglio io.
Okay, as you can see, Grandma wants to do everything herself. This is very homemade, you know, that's how you know it's good. You don't need no crazy things. You know, it's just, you know, whatever. As long as the ingredients are good, the technique is good, and you know, you cook everything right, it'll be awesome, guys. Do not make yourself fool, okay, by all this stuff. There you go. So, quindi si fa uno strato di così. È uno
Io li
strato di
faccio così.
So grandma's saying she's doing
Poi
whatever
lo
she
possono
likes.
fare come vogliono.
But you can do your layer how you like. You can do it
È sem-
vertical and
È
horizontal. You know?
sempre a piacere di chi cucina.
It don't matter too much. There you go. See? Tranquilla, non c'è fretta. Ci vogliono tutti bene. Hello everyone. Of course, the last recap. As you can see, this is the greatest lasagna made by grandma from scratch, pasta from scratch, bechamel from scratch, everything from scratch. E bechamel?
Ho succo.
Ah, quindi fai uno strato di sugo e uno strato di sugo e bechamel.
No.
Ma lo strato sotto non ce l'hai messo però.
Come no?
Vabbè, tu sai cosa.
Gliel'ho messa allora.
Vabbè, metti. Metti tanto sugo però, perché abbiamo poca pasta e tanto sugo. Okay, that's right, Sharon. The noodles are cooked by the sauce, the mozzarella, the bechamel. And now, oh my goodness. There you go. Look at this. This is gonna be awesome. We wanted a nice and moist lasagna, you know, that just melts in your mouth, just like that. No, I was saying before, there's many types of layering your lasagna. You can mix the bechamel and the ragu together and then just layer this with the pasta, okay? Or you can layer like we're doing ragu and the bechamel on top. I prefer this method because it gives a less homogeneous flavor combination, you know? So you can feel a little bit more of the sauce and a little bit more of the bechamel, okay?
Ok.
There you go. Oh yes, faccia vedere quanto è lungo, tiralo su. Look at this fresh lasagna made from scratch.
Trasparente.
Nice and transparent, perfectly. This will melt in your mouth. Yes, if you never made lasagna from scratch, you have to, because all those people, the Italian restaurants, 95% of them really don't know what they're talking about. They have some guy that's not from Italy making it from, you know, they don't even know nothing. And I mean, that's just the harsh reality of the Italian restaurant. 95% of them are not legit. And they've been like, you know, portraying a fake culture of Italian food, and that makes me very sad. So I'm glad that I'm here and I can show you how it's done. So Kelly's asking, what is bechamel? Bechamel is super easy, Kelly. Check this out. Bechamel, you're gonna take 1 part of milk. Sorry, let's make it easier. 10 parts of milk, 1 part of butter, and 1 part of flour. And so just you're gonna cook flour and butter for just like a minute on the pan, and it's gonna be like dry, okay? And then you're gonna add the milk slowly till you have nice and thick sauce. You add ground nutmeg, and here you have your perfect bechamel sauce, ready for lasagna or many other things, you know. It's a very good sauce. It's great, and this is it. As you can see, we just have some pepper in there and some ground nutmeg and some salt, of course. That's super easy. What kind of flour? It does not matter. I suggest you use all-purpose flour, but ideally you want a flour that is not 0-0 and is not very glutinous. Just not bread flour. I suppose just not bread flour. All the other flour will be fine. Okay. Jennifer, yes, come for dinner. And everyone is invited to dinner. I might actually do like I would like to do a big meetup down the road. Well, you know, if everyone wanna come, you know, to my spot or whatever, get a big dinner, that would be awesome. So if you're a big follower from a long time, you're definitely invited. Absolutely, because I really appreciate your support. I would like to chat with you all guys a little bit. What is all in the meat sauce? Debbie, in the meat sauce, we got some olive. We started with extra virgin olive oil, and then we added the sofrito, which is just onion, carrots, celery, and garlic. Look at that. Then we added our lean ground beef, and then we added, of course, salt, pepper, and spices, whatever. Some hot pepper, and we added our sauce, okay? And then you reduce it down, and you have this beautiful tenderness, puffy meat that is just so good, and it will melt your mouth. And that's how we're making our lasagna. There you go. Oh my goodness. Gamma, brava, gamma! Brava! Wow, guys. Look at these. Woo! Yes, Maria, you can absolutely try. So I before I came here in US, I never had lasagna with ricotta, believe it or not. Right? It's not. I don't think it's a thing in Italy. There might be some places where they would add a little bit of ricotta, but it's always the bechamel sauce in there. Like maybe there's ricotta and bechamel sauce, but I never see like here a lasagna without bechamel sauce. So we want to make sure we put a bechamel sauce in ours. That's very important. Check this sauce. Look how golden is going into the pasta. Just like that. This is looking fantastic. So Joanne, yes, we did put tomatoes in the sauce. We made the sauce with some cherry tomatoes, some other tomatoes, you know, and you just reduce it down. But no, like you want to put sauce, not tomatoes, right? Because tomatoes will be too watery. You want to first make the sauce and then put the sauce. So for anyone that's asking, you can freeze these, okay? So after you cook this, or even before you cook this, you know, but I suggest that you cook this, and what I suggest is that you make like some small portion, you freeze them before cooking, and then you just cook them to need, right? If you don't want to bother with that, just cook it one time. Then you're gonna let it cool. You're gonna put it in the fridge, so it's gonna be nice and hard, so you can cut the slices. Then you're gonna cut the slices, and you're gonna put it in the freezer in some plastic wrap, so it doesn't get that nasty freezer flavor, and then you're good to go. You know, you're just gonna reheat it in the oven or in the microwave if you don't wanna bother. And that's it.
Basta, fatto.
Joanne, recipe for the pasta is super easy. Every 100 grams of flour, 1 egg, 100 grams of flour, I believe is about 3.5 ounces of flour. Yes, yeah. Because if I'm not mistaken, 1 ounce is like 28 grams or something. So if math is not an opinion, that should be about, yeah.
Chiudiamo.
So this is our last layer of lasagna. We are right about the clue of lasagna. Oh my goodness, what a journey this has been. I'm so excited to eat this lasagna. And really, thank you guys for joining me. I want to make sure that I see this. Oh my goodness. Okay. So you can see this is my fault. That's why we put the pasta, because the pasta might stick, okay? Niente ci fa.
Posso fare diversamente però.
Mettecela così.
Questo.
Vedi? Voila. And now for the final layer, you want to put a nice. So Lina saying her mom cooks the noodles. So if you make your noodles thick, you should cook them. But if you make them like thin, it should be fine. Okay.
Okay.
And I make sure you put a lot of bechamel and a lot of sauce so they get cooked, and the mozzarella.
Con besciamella, formaggio
Okay.
e besciamella.
Now we're gonna
Besciamella.
metti prima questo, metti prima questo.
Questo?
Sì, metti prima questo. No, sì.
Ah,
So we're gonna close it with bechamel, okay?
aspetta.
Here.
Che con questo mi viene
Ce la metto io.
meglio.
So I'm gonna help grandma here by scraping all of this goodness, just like that. And I told her to put these before so that the cheese does not get spread everywhere. Okay, just like this. Boom, scrape all that goodness, and voila, this is our layer. Boom. Well, that's done. Tutta, giusto?
Sì, sì.
Ok,
basta.
questo è chi
Questa è
possiamo.
la chiusura.
Questa è la chiusura. Voila.
Via 2 fogliolini di basilico appena
Sì.
appena dalla pianta.
Sì. We have some fresh basil leaves. Le vuoi? Vuoi
Anche
qua?
poco, Lore. Basta.
Big. Basta. Okay. Voila. Put all the basil. It's important we put all the basil. We didn't put any oregano, but if that's your thing, you know, you can put it, you know. Well, of course, Grandma has the same thing as me. She doesn't want to waste nothing, not even the things on the spatula. Good for you, Grandma. Okay. And that was all of the bechamel. Now we put all of the remaining parm. Ooh, that's looking good. Oh my god, how many calories? Karen, it doesn't matter. Who cares? If it's that good, it can be all the calories you want. You know? It has about the calories of, you know, of any type of pasta. Yeah. So
No,
it's
quella
worth
non
it.
gliela mettere sopra.
Ah no, non finì?
No, con la besciamella finisce.
E con la mozzarella bassa così?
Sì, e se no mettigliela. E allora sapi a mettere prima il sugo, la besciamella. Mettigliela.
No, come dici te, tu sei la chef.
Io...
Va bene, ci facciamo la So as you can see, this it's left a little bit overcooked, right? What we're gonna do? Throw it? Of course no. We're gonna make a great pasta, and this is gonna be perfect for pasta. Look at that, 2 portions. Me and Grandma, we got lunch tomorrow. Check this out. Perfect, fantastic. This is gonna be some great spaghetti. And oh my god, oh, you guys see the puppy? All right, now that we're done cooking, I can show you the puppy. Abby, come here. Look at the puppy here. Look at the puppy. Yeah. Now this is not my puppy. I gotta be honest with you, this is not my puppy. This is my friend's puppy that she went on the tree and she left me this puppy, but for like a week. But we enjoyed her company so much. You know, I even put her in a video that I'm gonna post. Okay. Grandma's saying that, you know, health first, like, you know, cross-contamination first, but her name is Abby, super cute dog. As you can see, he's a very healthy and an active dog. Oh my god. Okay. Alright, we're about to go in the oven now. That was my hand. Alright. So that's it. Fantastic. So this is what we're gonna do though. You see this pasta here? No, le tagliamo, possiamo fare. So you can cut this, you know, with like a pizza cutter. You see, or with a scissors, so you can cut it with these. You see? And you can make spaghetti. We have the machine for that, but you can do it by hand. And look at these, you see? We have some great spaghetti or pappardelle or tagliatelle or whatever you want to do. You know? And that's it, guys. We're going to put this in the oven. Okay? And we're going to put this in the oven. And this is going to cook. Quanto cuoce?
Una mezz'oretta tutta.
La mezz'oretta? So, this is gonna cook for at least 30 minutes, okay? So unfortunately, I don't wanna keep you here 30 minutes, but if you're curious to see the result and how it's gonna look, I'm gonna post a picture as soon as it's done, okay? So make sure you tune on my page to see how this is gonna look. Page, of course, click the follow button up there, and if you follow me already, you know where to find this. And yes, look at the layering, guys. As you can see, it is so good and delicious. On the bottom too, look at that. Okay, just like so, guys. You see, you just bake it at 350 for 30 minutes or more, depending how tall you did it and other factors. But 30 minutes is a good ballpark time. And that's about it. I think for me and Grandma is all. Stay tuned for the picture. Make sure go on my page and watch my other easy recipes. Okay. And I'll see you guys on I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Okay? With Grandma Live, okay? Let us know what would you like to do in the comments.
Buona domenica a tutti.
Last week you asked for, this Wednesday you asked for lasagna. Here this lasagna. Let us know today what would you like to see on Wednesday. We'll see if we can make it.
Fate le lasagne che è un piatto spettacolare.
Make lasagna, they are spectacular. And of course, she is right. So, a big kiss. Thanks again for your support, for staying tuned, for watching it. And I hope you learned a good, great lasagna recipes today, and you will do it with your family. Do this on Christmas time and have a wonderful time with your family. Bye-bye. Thank you.